Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network proudly presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 postseason is on the air. We are back here at AT&T Park. Tonight, it's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. The Cubs lead this series 2-1. Tonight, the Cubs try again to punch their ticket to the NLCS. The Giants trying to punch a ticket back to Wrigley Field for a decisive Game 5, and that would be on Monday if we play in that game. So the Giants fans here at AT&T Park again know what's at stake, as once again, the Giants are facing elimination. In the 1988 postseason, the New York Mets had a 2-0 lead on the Giants, and then the Giants won 3 straight. However, that was a little different. The Mets won both games on the road, then lost both games at home, and then the Giants clinched Game 5 back at Candlestick Park. A little different here with the Cubs is now the Giants are here at home for this Game 4. Brian B. and Carlos Yaz are first to join us here at AT&T Park. So, can the Giants punch their ticket back to Wrigley Field, or will the Cubs punch their ticket to the NLCS as Game 5 of the Nationals and the Dodgers is tomorrow? What will happen tonight? So far, this LDS round for all 4 series has been exciting, and I know we are not done yet. We are at AT&T Park, Pitchers Park. 107 home runs and -2 to walks is the only adjustment. So that is what we've got tonight. Let's take a look. Well, let's get things going here. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants tonight, Madison Bumgarner. He is making his second start of the postseason, and he is 0-0-1. He has a no decision, no wins, no losses, but 1 ND. Brian Patterson joins us here at AT&T Park. So once again, Mad Bum will get another chance to go ahead and get a win. The last time he pitched was against the New York Mets in the 2016 wild card. Will he go here? What will happen tonight? The Cubs trying to move on. The Giants trying to go back to Wrigley. Let's see what happens tonight as we go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder Dexter Fowler. He is 3 for 10 for the series. We're going to use black, white, and orange dice. Giants are the home team. Clee Baseball fan joins us here now at AT&T Park. And yes, I do know we lost Jim Poole. So Bumgarner will go ahead and pitch. The fans here at AT&T Park are loud. They want some tickets back to Chicago. Well, let's see what Inside Pitch has to say. Mad Bum 1-2 against the switch right. That's a blank. Fowler 5-2. That's grounded to third base. And Eduardo Nunez will go ahead and make it. And he will toss it over for the out. 1 down, the third baseman, Chris Bryant. He is 3 for 11 for the series. Mad Bum, a 1-2 against a righty. It's a blank. Bryant, 5-4, and that's grounded again to third base. Again, an easy play for Nunez. And he will toss it over again, 2 down. And now we'll see the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. He is 3 for 12 for the series. Bumgarner, he'll go ahead and pitch. Mad Bum 1-2 against the lefty. That's a walk, but that 12 is going to be too high. Rizzo 3-6, and it's a base hit to left field. So Rizzo goes ahead and gets a 2-out single, and he will hold the first. So Rizzo on at first, and now we will see Ben Zobrist. He is in left field for this game. 3 for 12 for the series, and he does have a home run, a big home run in the bottom of the 9th in game number 2 that won that game for the Cubs. Rizzo, he will stay put. Bumgarner will go ahead and pitch. Mad Bum 3-1 against the switch right. That's a blank. Zobrist 6-2, and Zobrist will hit one into center field, and that's going to be a double. But will it score Rizzo? Base runner 1. double the center, +2, and of course with 2 outs he has 2, so 2 + 2 is 4. A 1-4, Rizzo will score, and he does. And Zobrist coming around second base, his base running rating is a 3. Does he take third on the throw? No, he doesn't. He'll hold at second base. Wow, 2 quick ground outs, and then an RBI double by Zobrist, and the Cubs jump out to a 1-0 lead. Jimmy Jam joins us here at AT&T Park. And now the shortstop, Addison Russell. He is 5 for 10 for the series, and he has a home run. So right now he is the leading hitter for the Cubs after three games of postseason play. Nothing on the 16. Zobrist will stay put. Mad Bum, 2-1. That's an out. And it will be a fly out to right. Coming over there will be Hunter Pence. And he will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits for the Cubs. They jump out quickly, 1-0. But we will go to the bottom of the first. Brandon Baker joins us here at AT&T Park. It is great to see you, Brandon. Haven't seen you in a while in the chat. I certainly hope all is well, as our Red Sox fan would say. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs is the number 4 starter, John Lackey. 11 wins, 8 losses, a 3.35 ERA, 180 strikeouts, and 52 walks in 2016. I think this is I'm not 100% sure, but I think we've seen Lackey earlier in the season, but I do not remember if we did or not. But let us go to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Giants, center fielder Denard Span. He is 4 for 16 for the postseason. As Dwayne Martz joins us here at AT&T Park. So Lackey will go ahead and pitch. 1-1, home run chance. Lefty, 1-2. The 1 is good against the righty. Span needs an 8. Does he tie the game just like that? No, he does not. Instead, it's going to be a 4-3, and he gets over it, and he chops it to second base. That'll be handled by Baez, and he'll throw to first for out number 1. Span can't believe he didn't get that. That was right over the plate, and that against lefties, and Lackey doesn't do that often, but Span can't believe he didn't hit that one out. Second baseman Joe Panik is next. He's 1 for 15 for the postseason, struggling. Lackey, 2-3, error on a grounder. Panik, 4-5, that's a fly out. And going out there, it's a fly out to center, and Dexter Fowler will put it away for the out. Next up is the catcher, Buster Posey, Hall of Famer. He better go in his first ballot. 5 for 16 for the postseason, one of the leading hitters for the Giants with 5 hits. Lackey will go ahead and pitch. 6-3, strikeout +9, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Lackey. And the Giants go 1-2-3, 1-0 Cubs after 1. Tampa Bay Sports Podcast joins us here at AT&T Park. Good to see you there. Good to see you there, TBSP. Obviously, I'm going to say you live in Tampa Bay, obviously, and I do feel bad for the Rays. A very rough way to, if you are a Rays fan, a rough way for the Rays to lose to the Rangers in that wild card series. They just did not have it, I guess. I don't know. But very tough loss for the Tampa Bay Rays after an excellent season. Top of the second, and leading off for the Cubs will be the right fielder, Jason Hayward. He is 3 for 10 for the series. Bumgarner with the pitch. Bumgarner, 1-4 against the lefty, strikeout plus. Hayward swings low. The ball goes high and struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Mad Bum, 1 down. And next up is the second baseman, Javier Baez. He is 0 for 9 for the series. He's still looking for his first hit. Mad Bum, 1-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Baez, 5-3, and that's flied to right field. Coming in on there is Pence. and he will make an easy play of it. 2 down. 2 outs. And now we'll see the catcher, Wilson Contreras. He was 2 for 3 in the first game he played. Contreras bats against left-handed starters. I use Montero against righties. Bumgarner will go ahead and pitch to Contreras. Mad Bum, 1-3. That's a pitcher result. That 20 is high. Contreras, 1-1, and he grounds it to second. Easily played by Joe Panic. And he will toss it over and end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Cubs. And we will go to the bottom of the second. Originally from Florida, but you currently live in Joplin, Missouri. But yes, I'm a fan of the Rays in a really rough way. Yeah, it was. You live in Missouri now, huh? Okay. Yeah, very tough way. And I know they didn't draw great crowds, but I'll tell you, though, the Rays are going to get a brand new stadium in a few years. And if they follow what I saw in the CGI rendition of the new ballpark, it will be gorgeous. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Giants will be the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He is 2 for 15 for the postseason. Remember, the Giants played an extra game. They played the second game in the wild card series to beat the Mets. Lackey, 4-1, blank. Belt, 6-6. That's a power hit to right field. That is a 7. And against the righty, that's going to be a leadoff double for Belt. So Belt gets the first hit of the game for the Giants, and he will wind up at second. And it'll bring up Brandon Crawford. He is shortstop, of course, and he's 3 for 14 for the postseason. Infield is back. Anything on Strat? That's a 1. Nope. Belt will stay at second base. Lackey, he'll go ahead and pitch. Lackey, 3-2, strikeout 10. That just missed. Crawford, 2-2, and a line drive to second base. That is caught by Baez. Belt is off the bag. He's off the bag. The throw to shortstop, a 3 or a 4. He is out. And he is. Belt is doubled off a second base on a line out to second. And that's going to be an L4-6 double play. Oh, boy. Belt was way off the bag on the hit. And Crawford lines out to second. Nice play by Baez. Throws to Russell to get the second out, who was covering the bag on the hit. And now there are 2 outs. Here comes the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He is 5 for 16 for the postseason, and he does have a home run. He is the Giants' leading hitter. Lackey, he'll go ahead and pitch. Lackey, 3-5, strikeout +2, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Giants, and the Cubs holding on to a 1-0 lead. As Tampa Bay Sportscast says, raise up. You know what? I got a question for you, Tampa Bay Sportscast, since you are a Rays fan. Do you fire Kevin Cash? Just wonder, do you fire him? I know you had an awesome season, 99 wins, 860 runs scored, and you only scored 1 run against the Rangers. I'm just wondering, do you fire Kevin Cash at the end of the year, or do you keep him for another season? He's an excellent manager in the regular season, but I think he makes bonehead decisions in the postseason. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Cubs will be the pitcher, John Lackey. An .095 average. He does have 2 RBIs. As he says, that's a tough decision. Mad Bum, 3-1. Against the righty, it's a blank. Lackey, 5-6. Flied out to center field. Span will come under that with no trouble. Matter of fact, he didn't even have to move. The ball went right to him. Here's Fowler. Fowler 0 for 1. Mad Bum, he'll go ahead and pitch. 4-4, range play. Fowler, 5-6, ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Joe Panic. He was excellent. His range is a 5, and that is a 4. He'll take care of that with no trouble, and he will toss it over for the out 2 away. And now here's Bryant. Bryant is 0 for 2. Bumgarner looking in on Bryant. He'll make the pitch. 6-2. Hit by pitch. 13. Yeah, he hit him. Plunk. Ouch. Bryant is a 19. -1 makes him an 18, and he hits Bryant. And Bryant will trot to first. First hit batter of the game. 3 hit batters, and all pitchers are rejected after that. But now Bryant on at first, and here comes Rizzo. Rizzo got a base hit his first time up. Bryant with 8 stolen bases, and that is a 6. He will stay where he is. Bumgarner will go ahead and make the pitch, and yes, I agree with you there, TBSP. I pretty much do. Mad Bum with the deal. 3-1 against the lefty. Strikeout. The 10 is high. Rizzo, 5-6. And that's grounded to short. Handled easily there by Crawford. He's going to throw to first to get Rizzo, who's slower. And that's going to end the inning. Nothing across except a hit by pitch. We will go to the bottom of the third. Well, Carlos Yaz, you can say that there, Carlos Yaz. Firing a manager after 99-win season sounds wrong. I agree. But why do you let go? But why do you let go Buck Showalter after he had 101 wins last year and 70? Well, then again, I don't know. Maybe you're right, Carlos Yaz. Frank Rozek joins us here at AT&T Park. You could be right, Carlos Yaz. You could be right. We go to the bottom of the third. And I don't know why I'm choosing a bat here. So let's see here. Bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Giants will be the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez. He started the season with the Minnesota Twins, wound up on the Giants later by trade. He is 3 for 15 for the postseason. Lackey will go ahead and pitch. Lackey, 3-5, strikeout plus 13, got him. And that is the third strikeout for Lackey, 1 away. And you also follow the NHL and NFL. Well, let me tell you there, Tampa Bay. If you like what I'm doing, I can also mention some other great guys that do this too. Check out Baseball Demos. Al Red Sox fan, Dave Gardner. Especially if you like hockey, you like the NHL. Check out Dave Gardner. He is the king. He is the Lord of the Rink. Okay, and if you like the NFL, also check out our Red Sox fan. He does everything. A matter of fact, he does baseball, he does football. His big love is boxing. So please check those guys out as well. And of course, if you like a bunch of everything, check out ID Jester. He's also he check out his channel. All right, and see what you find. Next up will be the left fielder Angel Pagan. He is 5 for 14 for the postseason. 1 man down. Lackey, 2-5, strikeout, 20 is high. Pagan, 4-1, popped out to second base, and Baez calling for it, and he will get it 2 down. And now the pitcher, Madison Bumgarner. He's a 186 average, but he can hit the ball. He had 3 home runs in 2016, so Lackey has to be careful with him. Lackey, 5-4 against a righty. That will be an out. And it's flied to right field, but not deep. Hayward will go ahead and get to that, and he will make the catch and retire the side. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the G-Men. 1-0 Cubs after 3. Time for a quick station break. This is the RJL Network. Let's see here. Are there any channels specifically do the Rays, Lightning, or Buccaneers? I'll tell you right now about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dave Gardner happens to like playing Tampa Bay Buccaneers football. He likes the 1970s versions of the Bucs, the creamsicle Bucs, the lovable losers from them. So if you like Tampa Bay Buccaneers, check out his channel. He likes Tampa Bay Buccaneers because he likes them. Not many. I don't know much about the Rays and the. Not many other people do the Rays and the Lightning. Okay, but like I said, that's why there's always something for someone. So check them out and see what you can find. Where are we? Top of the fourth? Yeah, top of the fourth inning. And Ben Zobrist will lead off for the Cubs. He got a double his first time up. Georgia destroying Kentucky. I'm not surprised. Bumgarner, 6-5, error on a throw. Zobrist, 1-5. That's going to be an infield single. But that ball is hit to the first baseman, Brandon Belt. His error rating is a 4. That's a 14. He is not going to try to get Zobrist out. He will hold on to it, and that will be a single for Zobrist. Infield single for him, no error. And now the batter will be Russell, and Russell is 0 for 1. You also follow the Gators in college football. Well, there you go. There you go there, TBSP. Infield is at double play. Strategy roll. And that's a 12. Zobrist will stay where he is. Mad Bum, 1-3. Pitcher result, 9. That's too high. Russell, 4-2. And that's a fly to right. And coming over there will be Pence. And he will put it away for the first out. Next batter is Hayward. Hayward is 0 for 1. David Vega joins us here at AT&T Park. Zobrist on it first. And he'll stay at first. Mad Bum, he'll go ahead and pitch. Mad Bum, 5-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Hayward, 6-3. And that's flied to left field this time. And Angel Pagan, he will get to that with no trouble. 2 down. 2 outs, and here's Baez. Baez is 0 for 1. Zobrist still on it first. Anything happening? That is a 1. Nope, they'll stay put. Bumgarner, 4-6. Strikeout, 11. That will miss. Baez, a 5-6. And that's a ground ball hit to short, easily handled by Crawford. He's going to throw to second to get Zobrist, and that will end the inning. A leadoff hit for the Cubs, but they can't do anything with it. It stays 1-0 here. In a typical game I expected with John Lackey and Madison Bumgarner on the mound. Steeler fan joins us here at AT&T Park. Always good to have Matt here. I'm always happy when he's here. Denard Span leads off for the Giants. He's 0 for 1, but then again, I'm happy when all you guys are here. 1-0 Cubs, bottom of the fourth. Another pitcher's duel early here in this NLDS. Lackey, 5-2. That's at the park. AT&T, 5-1. Ground out to second base. And that's going to be Baez getting to that. And that's the first out. Here's Panic. Panic is 0 for 1. Lackey, he'll go ahead and pitch. Lackey, 1-2 against the lefty. That's a blank. Panic, 6-3, base hit. He'll slap that one into right field, and that'll be a single for Panic, and he will head to first. Next up is Posey. Posey is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play. Panic at 5 stolen bases, and he's not going to get any more here. Lackey, 3-5, strikeout +7, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will be the 4th strikeout for John Lackey, 2 away. And now here comes Belt. And Belt got on second with a double, and then got doubled off on a line out. And so he is 1 for 1. Panic still on at first. And nothing on the 19. He will stay put. Lackey will go ahead and pitch to Belt. Lackey, 3-4, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the Inning is over. 5th strikeout for Lackey. No runs and a hit for the Giants. And it's staying 1-0 here after 4. Cubs trying to get to the NLCS. Giants trying to get this game back to the series back to Wrigley. And yes, Steeler fan, baseball with the demos. He has Bill Swift starting game 1 of his ESPN playoffs. I know you will not miss Bill no-hitter Swift. I know you won't miss your favorite player of all time. We go to the top of the 5th. It's funny that Joe Panic played in the same city where Joe Cool. Yeah, you're right. Top of the 5th inning. And leading off for the Cubs will be Wilson Contreras. And he's 0 for 1. Mad Bum, he has definitely settled down since the first inning. He's only allowed 1 hit. But John Lackey right now is beating him out. Bumgarner, 1-5. That is a range play. Contreras, 5-5. That's a power hit to left field. That is a 5 against the lefty. It's a single. But it's a range play for the left fielder, and that's Angel Pagan. He was pretty good. His range is a 4. And he's got it. He'll take a hit away from Contreras. That was a nice Sports Center play. D-D-D, D-D-D. And that'll be a fly out to left. As a heck of a play by Angel Pagan. Takes a base hit away from Contreras. Here comes Lackey. Lackey is 0 for 1. Mad Bum with the pitch. 3-6, walk. 18 is high. Lackey, 4-5, and he flies out to center field, and Span will come under that again. He only has to take a couple of steps to his right, 2 down. And the next batter is Fowler. Fowler is 0 for 2. Mad Bum, he'll go ahead and pitch. Bumgarner, 2-1, that's an out. And it will be flying to center field. And once again, Denard Span will go ahead and get there. And he'll make the catch. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Madison Bumgarner. Typical Mad Bum game in the postseason. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Typical game for Madison Bumgarner in the playoffs. Like always, he turns into Christy Mathewson in the postseason. Bottom of the 5th inning. Brandon Crawford will lead off. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 Cubs. Cubs lead this NLDS 2-1. A win for the Cubs. They are in the NLCS and will await the winner of the Nationals and Dodgers. A win for the Giants. We go back to Wrigley Field on Monday. Lackey, 6-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Crawford, 4-5, and that's flied to center field. And Fowler will get to this with ease, and that's 1 out. Next up is Pence. Pence is 0 for 1. Lackey, he goes ahead and pitches. 6-5 against the righty. Strikeout plus, that's a 9, and that is swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the 6th strikeout for Lackey. So right now he is dealing some heat tonight. Here is Nunez, and Nunez is 0 for 1. Lackey, they'll go ahead and set it up and deal. Lackey, 3-2, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, strikeout, and that will end the inning. Strikeout number 7 for Lackey. 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. It remains 1-0 in favor of the Cubs. But, of course, we all know that no lead is safe an inside pitch. Just ask the Giants. Just ask the Twins. Just ask the Brewers. Just ask pretty much you can ask just anybody and check out the games. Top of the 6th inning, Mad Bum back coming out. He's still got plenty in the tank. Chris Bryant will lead off. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Mad Bum, they'll go ahead and pitch. 3-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Bryant, 5-3, and that's flied to center field. Span will come in a bit, and he'll get it for the out. Here's Rizzo. Rizzo 1 for 2 with a single. Bumgarner, he'll go ahead and pitch. 5-3, strikeout +2, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is only the second strikeout for Bumgarner. He had 251 of them in 2016, but that's only his second strikeout in this ball game. So he's finessing his way in this one here. Here's Zobrist. Zobrist is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Mad Bum, he'll deal with Zobrist. Bumgarner, 6-4, that's at the park. AT&T, 5-4, and that's grounded to second base. Panic will come over a step or two. He's got it. He'll take his time, toss it over, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th after 3 up and 3 down. Still 1-0 Cubs. So far, this postseason has been a pitcher's postseason. A lot of we had a couple of high-scoring games, but not many. Most of the games in this 2016 season were low-scoring or shutouts. So I'm going to name 2016 the year of the shutout right now because I think I had 12 shutouts in the regular season. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Angel Pagan leads off. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 Cubs. Fans here at AT&T Park getting a little nervous. Lackey, 3-6, hit by pitch. The 11 is high. Pagan, a 6-6 ground out second base. Coming over is Baez, and he will take it and throw one down. Next up is Bumgarner. Now, Bumgarner, he can pitch 5 more batters before he tires. You're in the 6th inning here. You got nobody on base. Do you let Bumgarner pitch 1 more inning? Or do you go to the bench here? This is an interesting call. You're down 1-0. Bumgarner is capable of getting hits, and he can hit the home run too. I'm going to let him bat. Lackey will go ahead and pitch to Bumgarner. Lackey, 1-3 against the righty. That's an automatic out, and it's going to be a grounded to second base, taken care of there by Baez, and he'll make the second put out of the inning as well. That'll be out number 2. So the Giants are going to go with Bumgarner at least for the 7th. Here comes Span. Span is 0 for 2. Lackey going ahead and dealing. Lackey, 1-3 against the lefty. That's a blank. Span, 5-3. Ground ball to short, taking over there by Russell. And Russell's got it. He'll make the play and toss it over. 1-2-3, go the Giants. Fast-moving game here. Only 33 minutes into the stream, and 6 are already in the books. It's still 1-0 in favor of the Cubs. John Lackey looking like the Chicago Cub version of Greg Maddux. We go to the top of the 7th. Cubs lead 1-0, a low-scoring game again. Addison Russell leads off for the Cubs. He's 0 for 2. Mad Bum, he'll go ahead and prepare to pitch here. 1-0 Cubs. Can the Giants break through here? But right now the Cubs looking to get some more runs. Bumgarner, 1-4 against the righty. That's a blank. Russell, 5-1. That's a power hit to right. That's a 20, though. And that's going to be too high against the lefty. It's a fly out to right field. And Hunter Pence is going to get there. And that is out number 1. Addison Russell is flown out to right all 3 at bats. Now the batter is Hayward. Hayward is 0 for 2. Mad Bum doing a heck of a job, too. Can't fault him. 6-1, strikeout, 14 is high. Hayward, 5-1, ground out to short. Crawford will go ahead and get that one. And they'll toss it over, 2 down. If the Giants lose this game, it's not because of Madison Bumgarner, that's for sure. Here's Baez. Baez is 0 for 2. Bumgarner setting up against Baez. Still 1-0 Cubs. Bumgarner, 2-5. Strikeout plus. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that retires the side. Only the third strikeout for Bumgarner. But 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs. And we are getting into the later innings. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night on the network, it will be Game 5 of the other National League Division Series. One game to move on to the Championship Series. It will be the Washington Nationals going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers back at Dodger Stadium. It's a rematch of the first game's pitchers. Tanner Roark will go for the Nationals, and Clayton Kershaw will pitch for the Dodgers. Can the Dodgers get back to the NLCS like they did historically that year? Or will the Nationals surprise and get there? One game to move on. That's tomorrow. NLDS Game 5. Nationals at the Dodgers tomorrow night here on the network. Bottom of the 7th inning. Cubs lead 1-0. Joe Panic will lead off. He's 1 for 2. Lackey still has plenty of gas left in the tank. Lackey pitching a gem. He's only given up 2 hits. Lackey, 2-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Panic, 6-5, and that's fly to center field. Fowler will go ahead and get that and make the catch. 1 away. And now here's Posey. Posey is 0 for 2. He struck out twice, having a rough night tonight. Lackey sets up against Posey. Here comes the pitch. 2-2, range play. Posey, 3-3. It's a ground ball to third base. That ball is hit to Chris Bryant. Bryant was pretty good. His range is a 4. That's a 5. He won't get it, and that's going to be a base hit for Posey. Just out of his reach. And Posey will get to first. And a tying run on base for the Giants. Once again, we are in the 7th inning, and this has been the deciding inning of the series so far. Belt is up next. He's 1 for 2. Infield is at double play depth. Strategies are still on. Posey, they'll stay where he is. Lackey will now pitch to Belt. And they're going ahead and sending it up here. Fans here at AT&T Park. Lackey with the pitch. 4-1, blank, Belt. 3-1, fly out to center field. Coming in will be Fowler. And Fowler has plenty of room, and they'll soon have plenty of ball. 2 outs. It'll now bring up Crawford. Crawford is 0 for 2. Posey still on at first. Still doing a strategy. Nothing on the 14. He will stay where he is. Lackey will go ahead and pitch to Crawford. Lackey, 2-5, strikeout 11. That just missed. Crawford, 4-1, base hit past second base. That will be a single. Posey with 2 outs. His base running rating will be a 3. That'll be good enough. He will get to third. Oh, Crawford gets a big base hit to keep the inning alive. And the batter now is Hunter Pence. Pence is 0 for 2. Pence is the only one on the Giants with a home run in the postseason. And now they go talk to Lackey. Runners at the corners here. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cubs had a 3-0 lead in Game 3, and then the Giants put a 4 spot on the Cubs in the 7th and were able to win that game. The Cubs do not want a repeat of that. Posey on at third, Crawford on at first. Lackey will pitch to Pence, nothing on the 15. Fans here at AT&T Park are now getting louder and louder. Lackey with the pitch. 6-4, range play at the park. AT&T, 1-3. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo is back, and he was excellent. His range is a 5. It's a 3. He's got it. Lackey will come on over. Rizzo tosses it to Lackey for the out, and the side is retired. Stadium groans. A chance for the Giants, but they're just going to miss it as Lackey gets out of it 1-0 after 7. You should do baseball announcing, I think. I missed my calling there, TBSP. I absolutely missed my calling, I know. And as good as I like to think I am, there's so many other good ones out there as well. As I said, please check out some of those other channels. You want to see how they do it. They all do it differently, and they're just amazing. Check out Baseball Demos if you really can. He is the complete opposite of me. Where I'm loud and excitable, he is calm and collected. And he does it just as well as anyone else does. And now, Red Sox fan, when it comes to boxing, he's king. And everything else. So really, check all these other guys. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I do thank you very much for the compliments, sir. I missed my calling, but instead I sell auto parts for a living. We go to the top. We go to the top of the 8th. Yes, double switch Dave, Brian B. Top of the 8th inning. Bumgarner can pitch to 2 batters before he tires. Wilson Contreras coming up to bat. And I don't know, do you let Bumgarner pitch? You know what? I'm going to let Bumgarner pitch. Is the Giants going to go down? They're going to go down with their best pitcher on the mound. Mad Bum, 3-4. Possible error. Contreras, 6-4. Against the lefty. That's a ground ball to third. And that ball is hit to Nunez. His error rating is a 5. That's a 13. He'll go ahead and get that. And he'll throw to first for the out, 1 away. So ground ball to third. And now the batter is the pitcher, John Lackey, and it's going to be it for him. The Cubs are going to go to the bullpen, even though Lackey pitching a gem, but you got to get Aroldis Chapman ready to go here soon because you're here in the top of the 8th inning, so they're going to bring on a pinch hitter. And let's see here. We're in the 8th, so coming on to bat for the Cubs will be Jorge Soler, 238 average, 12 homers, 31 RBIs. They're going to go ahead and they're going to take Lackey out now because they got to get ready. Yep, this game is flying by. So Mad Bum will now pitch to Soler. 1 out here, top of the 8th. Mad Bum, 1-5, range play. Soler, 6-4, fly ball, center field. That is hit to Span. Span stinks. His range is a 1, and that's a 5. And that's going to be a single. So Soler goes ahead and hits that way away from Span. And Soler will be at first. So a pinch hit single for Soler. And now Bumgarner is tired. And now the batter is Fowler. Infield is at double play depth. Bumgarner, they're going to let him, even though he's tired, they're going to say, go after him, get him out here. Bumgarner will pitch to Fowler. 1 out here, top of the 8th, but a big run on first base. Strategy. Nothing on the 11. Soler stays put. Bumgarner with the pitch. 4-4. Range play again. Fowler. 1-4. It's again a fly ball to center field. And once again, Span has to make a play. His range is a 1. But he will make this one. 2 outs. Wow. Span says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And he makes a heck of a play in center field, 2 down. Fowler can't believe he got it. He knows he should be on base, but now 2 away on a hell of a play by Denard Span, who may have just saved possibly a run. And now Bumgarner will pitch to Bryant. Bryant is 0 for 2, hit by pitch. Yep, Span channeling his inner Greg Luzinski. Nobody's better in the outfield than Greg Luzinski, right? Come on, Gary Maddox. They say 2/3 of the earth is covered by water. The other third is covered by Gary Maddox, but Greg Luzinski covers what Gary Maddox could not get to. Okay, well, they didn't say that. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Soler stays at first. Bumgarner. 5-2. Strikeout plus 14. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Mad Bum. And a chance for the Cubs goes by the board. No runs and a hit. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Cubs trying to get to the NLCS. Giants trying to send this game back. Series back to a game 5. If anybody's wondering why we say Greg Luzinski is the best, check out the final game number 4 of my Inside Pitch 1976 National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets, and you'll find out why. And you'll find out why we all say here in the chat Greg Luzinski is the best ever. Check that out. That was the 1976 NLDS, the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. That was game 4. I'll never forget that one. Bottom of the 8th inning. Eduardo Nunez leads off for the Giants. He will bat. They got right switch and a pinch hitter. Cubs going to the bullpen. And let's see here. They got right switch. And let's see. Pagan is a little worse against lefties. I think they're going to bring in a lefty here. Coming on to pitch for the Cubs will be Mike Montgomery. 4 wins, 5 losses, no saves. A 2.52 ERA. Montgomery making another appearance here. Mike Montgomery started the season with the Seattle Mariners, wound up on the Cubs later in the season, and he is in there as a lefty, even though Nunez is a righty, but I think I'm going to go with the lefty in this situation here. So bottom of the 8th, 1-0 Cubs. Giants trying to get this series back to Wrigley. Montgomery, 2-1, blank. Nunez, 3-5, and against the lefty, that's a ground ball to second base. That'll get picked up by Baez, and he throws to first for out number 1, and what a good call by Joe Madden to go ahead and bring in Montgomery against Nunez. 1 out, and here's Pagan. Pagan is 0 for 2. Montgomery will go ahead, set up against Pagan. And here's the pitch. Montgomery, 3-3, strikeout plus. But that 19 is too high. Pagan, 5-5, base hit right past short. And it's a single. And the Giants have the tying run aboard. Single for Pagan. And now the tying run and the go-ahead run at the plate. And infield is double play depth. Madison Bumgarner coming out of the game. He did his job. He only gave up 1 run. The Giants have to go to the bench. And I really have to. Do I really have to go? Yeah, I have to. Coming on to pinch hit for the Giants is going to be Gordon Beckham. 212 average, 5 homers, 31 RBIs, but Beckham hits lefties pretty well. Gordon Beckham started the season with the Atlanta Braves, wound up on the Giants later, and Beckham will come on to bat against Montgomery. 1-0 Cubs, but the tying run is on base. Strategy. That is a 6. Pagan not going anywhere. Montgomery will go ahead and pitch. Montgomery, 1-4, strikeout 13. That will miss. Beckham, 5-4, and that's a pop out to third base. Coming over there is Bryant, and he will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs, and now the batter is Span. Span is 0 for 3. Montgomery trying to set this up for Aroldis Chapman in the 9th. Pagan setting up at first base. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11th. Pagan says stay put. Montgomery looking in on Span. Fans here at AT&T Park know that someone's got to come through. Montgomery, 3-5 against the lefty. That's a walk plus. And now the tying run is in scoring position. So he walks Span and puts Pagan at second base. And now the batter is Panic. And Montgomery's going to pitch to Panic. Montgomery is not tired yet. He'll pitch to him. Panic is 1 for 3. Now a base hit can tie the game. A double can probably put the Giants ahead here in the bottom of the 8th. The fans here are even louder. Montgomery looking in on Panic. They're going to stick with him. Fans are loud. Strategy. Nothing on the 10. Montgomery will go ahead and deal with Panic. The fans here are going a little bit crazy. They know what's at stake. Montgomery will pitch. Montgomery, 6-2. Walk, 12. No. Panic will swing. 5-6. And it's a fly ball to left field. Zobrist is going to come over there. He'll have room near the line. He will make the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and a walk. And this game, the Cubs still have a 1-0 lead after 8. And the San Francisco Giants are running out of outs. We go to the top of the 9th. Cubs looking for insurance. Aroldis Chapman getting ready in the bullpen. Anthony Rizzo leads off for the Cubs. They have left switch right. Giants looking at their bullpen. And as much as Santiago Casilla is the closer, I'm going to go with the best pitcher the Giants have in the bullpen, and that's going to be Derek Law. 4 wins, 2 losses, save a 2.13 ERA. Law's mission, keep it 1-0. Top of the 9th. Cubs, another 1-0 game. We've had a number of those here in 2016. As I said, this has been a low-scoring replay. Law, 6-2 against the lefty. Home run Rizzo against the righty. Rizzo needs a 16. And would you believe that's a 17? Rizzo does not get it. Rizzo 2-1, and instead he gets over it and chops it to second base. Getting there is Panic. He throws to first, 1 out. Rizzo just misses a big home run by 1. And Rizzo is mad. Put right over the plate and just did not get that. And now the batter is Zobrist. Zobrist, though, 2 for 3, though, a single and a double. Law will go ahead and pitch. Law, 5-3, range play at the park. AT&T, 3-5. That's a single plus to center field. Span has to make a range play. He made one the last time, but his range is a 1. That's a 4. Zobrist has to try for second. Base runner 3, Span a +1 arm, a 1-4. Zobrist will turn this into a double, and he will. So Zobrist gets a big double, his second double of the game. And now a huge run is at second base, and it brings up Russell. Russell is 0 for 3. He has flown out to right all 3 times. They're going to go talk to Law on the mound, see what he wants to do. He says, I want to pitch. Zobrist on at second base. There is a very big run out there. Aroldis Chapman warming up for the Cubs to end this NLDS. Law will go ahead and pitch to Russell. Strategy rolls are still active. That is a 1, but Zobrist is staying where he is. Law will pitch. Law, 2-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Russell, 5-4, and Russell will come through, and that's smacked into center field, and that's going to be a double. Zobrist will come around from second. He will score. Russell slides into second base, jumps up, clapping his hands. 2-0 Cubs. Stadium groans. A huge RBI double by Addison Russell brings in Zobrist. It's now 2-0. And Russell comes through with a big hit. And now the batter is Hayward. Hayward is 0 for 3. And now still 1 out here in the top of the ninth. And Cubs now have that 2-0 lead. And that could just be enough the way the Giants are not hitting. Strategy rolls are now off. Law, 1-1, strikeout plus 3, got him. He goes ahead and gets Hayward and struck him out, and now there are 2 down. Next batter is Baez. Law is tired, and that's going to be it for Law. They're going to take him out of the game. You don't want a fatigue result to automatically bring in a run, and the Giants are going to go to the bullpen, and they're going to bring out a righty against Baez, and that's going to be George Contos. 3 wins, 2 losses, a 2.53 ERA. Contos will now come in, and he will now pitch to Baez. So now 2 outs here. Top of the 9th inning. Cubs looking for more insurance. Contos will set up against Baez. Fans here at AT&T Park hoping the Giants can get some 9th inning magic. But Contos will make the pitch. 4-2, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. He got Baez, and the inning is over. But 1 big run on 2 hits. And the Cubs now lead 2-0. And they are 3 outs away from the NLCS. But will we see some 9th inning magic? They will have to face the heart of the order. Buster Posey leads off for the Giants, and he is 1 for 3. And coming on to pitch for the Cubs has got to be that guy. Coming on to pitch will be Aroldis Chapman. 4 wins, a loss, 36 saves, a 1.55 ERA. Chapman, believe it or not, has 2 wins in this series. He doesn't have any saves. He was the winning pitcher when the Cubs won in the bottom of the 9th inning in both games. Aroldis Chapman, of course, started the season with the New York Yankees and was traded to the Cubs later in the year. So Chapman will go up against Posey. Aroldis Chapman throws nothing but high-octane gas. Chapman will go ahead and pitch. Chapman, 4-2. Range play at the park. AT&T, 1-2. Ground ball to third. That ball is at the Bryant. Bryant is there. His range is a 4. It's a 6. He can't get it. And that's going to be a base hit for Posey. Posey leads off the inning with a single and the tying run coming to the plate. Well hit ball, a range play at the park. Posey hits it past Bryant. And now the batter is Belt. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Once again, the fans here at AT&T Park are going nuts. Nothing is easy in the 9th inning, an inside pitch. Posey on it first. Chapman will go ahead, prepare to deal. Brandon Belt sets up. Chapman, 4-5. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-3. The 16 is too high. Belt, 2-5. But Belt's going to come through anyway, and that's going to be a double to left. Posey, base runner 2. Double to left, -1. A 1. Posey will score. No, he'll hold it third. The Giants are saying not so fast. A double by Brandon Belt. And now the batter is Brandon Crawford. Nobody out in the bottom of the ninth. And the fans here suddenly know that the Cubs were 3 outs away from the NLCS, but the Giants are 3 runs away from going back to Wrigley. Crawford is the batter. He is 1 for 3. Infield is going to play in. They do not want Posey to score. Chapman will pitch to Crawford. The fans here can't believe it. AT&T Park is now loud. Aroldis Chapman trying to get the Cubs in the next round. Pitch from Chapman. 3-6. Strikeout +2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there is 1 out. He finally gets Crawford swinging. And now here's Hunter Pence. Pence is 0 for 3. He's the only one on the Giants with a homer in this postseason. And runners at second and third now 1 out, keeping the infield in. Posey on at third, Belt on at second. Fans here at AT&T Park hoping Pence can come through. You're asking if I want to do a pinch run. Yes, I do. But Brandon Belt is at first base. I mean, I could take him out. But I just don't. Brandon Belt is a good hitter. I mean, on a 2, he probably will score from second. But I don't know, Brian B., you're saying, I know I do have Gregor Blanco. He's a base running rating of 4. You know what? Brian B. maybe is right. Brandon Belt will come out of the game, and Gregor Blanco will take over at second base as a pinch runner. Connor Gillespie will take over at first if this game goes any further. So Gregor Blanco will pinch run at second base because Brian B. thinks it's a good idea. Aroldis Chapman will pinch to Pence. Pence is 0 for 3. 1 out here. Bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs lead 2-0. Fans here at AT&T Park are loud. Chapman sets up, and he will pitch. 3-6. Strikeout +8. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 away. Two outs now. And now the last chance for the Giants is Eduardo Nunez. Chapman is tired. They're going to let him pitch. Nunez is 0 for 3. Chapman is tired. If they hit a fatigue result, it will tie the ball game. But they're going to go with Chapman said, hey, look, this is what we traded you for. Go out there and finish this game off and send us into the next round. Chapman will go ahead and pitch to Nunez. Nunez is 0 for 3. He's due. Posey on at third. Blanco on at second, pinch running. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Cubs lead 2-0. Lead series 2-1. Chapman with the pitch. 1-1. It's a wild pitch. 15. Yes. Chapman throws it over to catcher. Posey will come in to score. It's 2-1. Blanco goes to third. A 1-1's a wild pitch, and a 15 is a wild pitch, and it is now 2-1. So Blanco now moves over to third. Posey scores on a wild pitch, and now 2-1, and another wild pitch will score Blanco. And they're going to pitch to Nunez. They're still going to pitch to Nunez. You don't put the winning run on base. Chapman will pitch to Nunez. 2 outs. Ball 1, but Chapman gets another chance. Blanco now on at third. Fans here at AT&T Park are loud. They're waving towels everywhere. Chapman trying to get the Cubs into the NLCS. Will he do it? 2-1, strikeout 11, that will miss. Nunez gets to swing the bat. 1-1, and it's a fly ball to left field. Coming under that is Zobrist. He's got it. Ranges over. Puts out his glove. Block. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. That's your series. The Chicago Cubs will beat the Giants 2-1. They win this NLDS 3-1. Stadium barfs. Blech. Made it really, really interesting. But Chapman was a little shaky. He'll get the save. But Eduardo Nunez flies out to left field. Ben Zobrist makes the catch. And the Cubs are heading to the championship series. What a win for the Cubs. They did not want to play another one at Wrigley Field. And now the Cubs are definitely going to be the number one seed in the NLCS. And they will get the victory here as they beat the Giants 2-1 in a real nail-biter here at AT&T Park. What a big win for the Cubs. Aroldis Chapman gets some congrats, but the Cubs know they are not done. They now await the winner of the Nationals and the Dodgers. What a victory here. And they'll take the win here at AT&T Park. And they will go and they will board a plane back to Wrigley, but now they await a new opponent. 1 run on 2 hits and a wild pitch. Final line score coming up. For the Cubs, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. For the Giants, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is John Lackey. He'll get the win. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Madison Bumgarner takes the loss. He drops to 0-1-1. No wins, a loss, and 1 no decision. And Mike Montgomery will get credit for a hold, and Aroldis Chapman will pick up his first save. What a victory for the Cubs here as they win this series, and now they fly back to Wrigley, but the Giants are not going with them. Tomorrow night, Game 5 of the other National League Division Series, the Washington Nationals versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tanner Roark will go for the Nationals. Clayton Kershaw goes for the Dodgers. Who will face the Cubs? That series is tied at 2. Winner there goes to the NLCS and becomes the final member of the Final 4 in this 2016 replay. Who will pick that up tomorrow night? We'll have to find out. Roark, Kershaw, Nationals, Dodgers, Game 5. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Carlos Yaz, Brandon Baker, Jimmy Jam, David Vega, and let's see here, Clee Baseball Fan, Tampa Bay Sports Podcast, Steeler Fan, Brian B., and Frank Rosenk, and Dwayne Martz. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Chicago Cubs pull it off, hold on to win. They beat the Giants 2-1 tonight. The Cubs win this National League Division Series 3-1. 1 more NLDS to roll.